Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank. Last in the Den are two entrepreneurs with a business that proposes the use of robots to educate on reproductive health.
I'm Ivan Amukasa.
And I'm Beverly Mutendi. SOPHIE is artificial intelligence answering your questions on sexual and reproductive health. Consider us a Siri of sexual health. It is not only awkward to have these conversations face to face, but is also considered a taboo in our African setting. And our core product right now is the mobile app.
We started this journey last year, August, raised 10,000 USD in seed funding from the United Nations Population Fund. To this date, we have been asked over 30,000 questions from over 3,000 users from all over the world. What are our next steps? It's as simple as first making her smarter. Sophie cannot understand some questions because we've not explicitly taught her to expect them. We want her to be able to learn from the questions we've taught her to expect and be able to answer questions we've not taught her to expect. And second, make money. Our value we've learned is not only answering questions for users, but automating customer care for businesses. In this case, specifically businesses in sexual and reproductive health. We plan to offer them SOPHIE for a year for 6,000 USD a year. I sent you a message showing the demo. I'd like you to check that right now. So we're offering 20% for 4 million Kenyan shillings.
So have you been making any money?
No. For now, we've been getting impact figures, and that proves people are willing to talk to this kind of technology and use those impact figures to now convert clients, B2B clients. We've talked to B2B clients, look at Murray Stops, Liverpool VCT, and lately AfriPads, a new entry into the sanitary pads market in Kenya. And we have one letter of intent already signed, but it's for more general purpose bots for customer service.
So what are you selling them?
We deploy the system onto their platforms.
Yes.
Facebook Messenger site, website, if they have an Android app, and in the future an SMS number.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're going to sell it for how much?
$6,000 a year. That's 600K.
And this one client who's willing to pay for it is willing to pay that amount?
Yes.
Yes.
So why do they want it if they're not in that space?
Right.
Sophie's knowledge is in
Sexual health,
yeah.
yes.
So why do these customer service people want it?
What that demonstrates is that the technology we're building right now has advances and applications outside of sexual health. We just have to update that knowledge base.
So what about a platform like WebMD?
On the app, you're anonymous. And here, when we're looking under the I Am initiative, one of the key challenges that the UNFPA Kenya noticed is that there's quite a lot of information on the internet about sexual and reproductive health. You can't deny that. But how credible is it? Wikipedia, have you ever searched for something, you have a rash, and then you're told it's an STI? And it's just something so small. And so on our platform, we have credible information, other than just information from anywhere.
So the app is available both on Android, Windows, yes, iOS?
So you use her on Android app, and that's the end of an apps. Mm-hmm. But then you can also use her over Facebook Messenger. You can also use her on Telegram. And that's the beauty of SOPHIE.
Yeah.
So how much has been put in to date in terms of investment?
We were able to raise 10,000 USD.
Yeah.
Was that enough, or you've added more than that? The challenge is now with 10,000 USD, we have to make a large enough runway until we add revenue. So from the 10,000 USD, we've only spent 3,000, and it's basically getting word out there and getting the impact figures that we have right now.
What happens when a bigger company just comes in and provides a platform for every sort of sector, questions in every segment?
As we're still trying to solve that problem, everyone in the world, natural language processing with bots. A second is problem without a predefined knowledge base, like for our sexual health, you'll have blunders and error rates, like the one witnessed in Siri, Alexa, Google Assistants, the highest at 68% accuracy.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about bots. So
yes.
What is special about the way you guys are doing it?
Like the entire team, it's an in-house talent, and we are able to do. We have a team of 4 developers, 4 web developers, and 2 web developers, including myself. And so with this, we are able to, for lack of a better word, to save in outsourcing information.
Second is the leads that we've built. We're talking about Marie Stopes, Liverpool VCT, UNFPA, before they get those leads.
Can you sell the information? Like, now you've had 30,000 kids or teenagers or whoever it is asking you. Can you take that and say, well, here are the issues, here's what people don't know?
The business model that we mentioned to you guys, deploying SOPHIE B2B is just one of the business models that we have. The second one is exactly what you've just asked, because now this information we are able to sell it to policymakers.
I think you guys are great. Your energy, you're so, I just love what you're bringing to this space. You have a lot of money you haven't even spent yet. I think you're not ready yet for this. You've got 700,000. Take that to prove that you can get people to pay for the product. So I'd be interested in another 6 to 12 months.
Interesting.
Yeah, so for now
We'll take you up on that.
Yeah.
6 to 12 months, we're coming back to you.
Guys, I think you're onto something good. This is a feature of comms in the shorter term than we all think. But I'm challenged to understand how we can commercialize, getting people to sign up to a board, shut down helplines and things like that. It's going to take a while, a lot of convincing. So for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, thanks.
I'm interested in SOPHIE bots for some reason, more than the other things that you can do. And what concerns me, especially developers, is the amount of time and energy it takes to create SOPHIE bots. Once you get one client, then you have to create a bot for them. Then another client, if you're not properly set up, then you'll find that one will suffer because of the other. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I like what you've done. I think it's very impressive. I like the two of you. You're really cool. I think what you need is a lot of support and guidance to figure out the best direction to take. And even as you approach the other businesses, what type of businesses are the best businesses to approach right off the bat? Because you can't just go and approach anyone for the sake of approaching anyone. So I personally think you should develop on what you already have and find how you can get people to buy into that. So I'll make you an offer. The 4 million that you're asking for,
yes,
but for 40% of the business. I know nothing about apps, and I know everything about apps, but I'm not a coder or a programmer. I know how they work, and I know how they should work, and I'm all about user experience, and I could see how this could work in various markets.
Any other offers on the floor?
I really like you guys. You're very cool. I've been sitting here thinking, you've obviously done something amazing to get to this stage. You've got not only UNFPA, but you've got UNICEF funding as well. For me, I think you need to shape out the business a bit more. I'm really sitting here thinking, this is two amazing young people here, and should I do this or not? But I think I need to see the direction a bit more. I'm going to say I'm out, but I wish you guys the best. Keep up that energy.
Thank you.
The sense of humor.
So I'll make you an offer. I like you. I think you guys got energy. I understand this space very well. I happen to have already invested in a couple of mobile app companies, so I can see synergy. But more importantly, I've done something in mobile health specifically, so I understand this space. I'll give you the 4 million of infrastructure and programming, whatever it is you need, because the backend exists already. 33%. You have literally 10 seconds to make up your mind.
It's a deal. Give the better value proposition.
Yeah, and he's in mobile health, as he mentioned, and so.
But mobile health is big as a space. And I know Marie Stopes specifically has been struggling because a lot of people look at them as an independent source of information, especially the youth. I know this solves an issue which exists today.
Sometimes it's a bit challenging to explain our business models to
and the tech itself.
Yeah, and the tech itself.
Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank.